in a country that once celebrated him as a poetic voice of resilience and multicultural identity. Somali-Canadian rapper Keinaan now finds himself at the center of a storm. On August 5, 2025, news broke that Keinaan Abdi Warsame, known globally for his anthem Wavin Flag, has been formally charged with sexual assault stemming from an incident alleged to have occurred in Quebec City in 2010. The charge, filed under Quebec's evolving statute of limitations reforms, immediately went viral, not just for its celebrity angle but for its implications. According to early court filings, the complainant alleges that Keinaan sexually assaulted her after a backstage event following a festival appearance in the summer of 2010. The details remain under publication ban, but the accuser reportedly came forward earlier this year following Canada's renewed support for late reporting victims under federal policy changes. Keinaan, once hailed as a bridge between cultures, refugees, and mainstream music, is not just another rapper accused. He has shared stages with global leaders, performed at the 2010 FIFA World Cup, and was considered a symbol of Canadian inclusivity. The fact that such a beloved figure could now face this charge is part of what makes the case so explosive. This case echoes other high-profile historic accusations in Canada. Ghomeshi vs. CBC remains the most notable. In 2014, broadcaster Keinaan Ghomeshi was charged with multiple counts of assault, eventually acquitted. But the fallout reshaped conversations about power, consent, and media silence. Similarly, filmmaker Claude Jutra had his name removed from awards posthumously after sexual abuse allegations resurfaced. Supporters of the complainant point to the importance of delayed justice mechanisms, especially in cases where victims may have felt powerless or silenced due to the accused's celebrity status. Critics, however, warn of trial by public opinion, noting the damage that accusations alone can do. In an era of social media outrage and performative activism, the reaction has been swift and divided. Some fans of Keinaan have expressed heartbreak and disbelief, urging the public to wait for due process. Others have begun campaigns calling for streaming platforms to remove his music, citing accountability and survivor-centered action. Spotify and Apple Music have yet to comment, but Keinaan's upcoming performances have been quietly removed from several event listings. As of today, Keinaan has not issued a public statement, but sources close to his legal team say he categorically denies all allegations and plans to fight the charge in court. Legal experts predict a long and high-profile trial, especially given the visibility and cultural stakes involved. This case adds fuel to Canada's evolving #MeToo hashtag movement, which saw a resurgence earlier this year after anonymous allegations against a Montreal theatre director prompted changes in arts funding criteria. It reflects a broader shift where cultural prestige no longer shields public figures from accountability. Within the Somali-Canadian community, the reaction has been especially complex. Keinaan was often cited as a success story, someone who rose from war-torn Mogadishu to world stages. Now, his case sparks discussions around community image, masculinity, and justice, with some elders urging calm and others advocating fiercely for transparency. Whether Keinaan is found guilty or cleared, this story represents more than just one man's fate. It is about how we reckon with the fall of cultural icons, how institutions respond to historic allegations, and how a society that once sang along with Waving Flag must now face uncomfortable truths. As Canada watches this case unfold, one thing is certain: the conversation around justice, celebrity, and accountability is far from over. The case against Keinaan moves through the courts. Canadians are once again forced to confront the uneasy intersection of fame, justice, and memory. The man whose music once unified stadiums and inspired immigrant communities now faces a deeply personal and public reckoning. Whether these allegations result in conviction or exoneration, the larger impact on Canada's cultural and legal landscape is already unfolding, pushing us to reflect on who we celebrate, and at what cost. This story is far from over, and as more details emerge, the conversation will likely grow more complex. In the meantime, it serves as a stark reminder that no one, no matter how beloved or influential, is above accountability. For those watching from inside the industry, the courtroom, or the community, the Keinaan case is not just a headline, it is a cultural turning point. This story is far from over, and as more details emerge, the conversation will only get louder. For more deep dives into the headlines shaping Canadian culture and controversy, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. You are watching West is Best, where we do not just follow the news, we question it.